6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Nation observes Defence and Martyrs Day today with a renewed pledge to defend the motherland against all threats. Floral wreaths laying ceremonies were held at the memorials of martyrs at GHQ and army formations across the country today. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, people have expressed complete solidarity with Pakistan to pay homage to martyrs and ghazis of 1965 war. Prime Minister has sought a comprehensive strategy to promote IT sector in the country and to boost its exports. The 78th session of the UN General Assembly has begun in New York. In the 7th match of Asia Cup at Lahore, Bangladesh have set a victory target of 194 runs for Pakistan. And now the news in detail. Defence and Martyrs Day is being observed today to pay tribute to the martyrs and ghazis of 1965 war with a renewed commitment to defend the motherland against all threats. It was on this day in 1965 that the Indian forces crossed international border to attack Pakistan, but our valiant armed forces, backed by entire nation, foiled nefarious designs of the enemy. The day dawned with 31-gun salute at the federal capital and 21-gun salute at provincial capitals. Special prayers were offered after Fajr prayer in mosques for the progress and prosperity of the country and independence of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Fatiha Khwani and Quran Khwani were also held for the martyrs. Radio Pakistan is broadcasting special programs in connection with the day. Caretaker Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar laid floral wreath at Yadgar Shuhada in Islamabad today to pay tribute to the valiant soldiers of the armed forces. Speaking at a ceremony at Pakistan Monument, the Prime Minister said our martyrs who embraced martyrdom for the sake of their people and the country can never be forgotten and will always remain in our hearts. He said Al-Quran has also specifically mentioned martyrs with great reverence. The Prime Minister said the people who sacrificed their lives to safeguard their nation in fact offered their lives in the way of Allah Almighty. Referring to the moments of martyrdom of the valiant soldiers, the Prime Minister said this is the moment that appears to be death, but actually it is the moment of meeting with the immortal. Speaker National Assembly Raja Parvez Ashraf has paid tribute to valiant armed forces of the country for their sacrifices rendered in the face of any eventuality by the enemy. He expressed these views during a visit to the mausoleum of Captain Muhammad Sarwar Shaheed Nishan-e-Haider in Gujar Khan today. The speaker said Captain Muhammad Sarwar Shaheed defended the country gallantly. He said entire nation stands with Pakistan Army and we have proud of our forces. Raja Parvez Ashraf further said there is an unbreakable bond between people and Pakistan Army. He said we are a peaceful nation and want to remain peaceful with our neighbors. In connection with the Defence and Martyrs Day today, floral wreaths laying ceremony were held at the memorials of martyrs at General Headquarters and army formations across the country. A large number of people from all walks of life participated in these ceremonies. The central ceremony was held at the GHQ Rawalpindi, where Inspector General Training and Evaluation offered Fatiha and laid floral wreath. Similarly, the Defence and Martyrs Day was observed in due veneration at all the formations of Pakistan Army in Karachi, Lahore, Peshawar, Quetta, Gujranwala, Multan, Pannu Akil, Wana and Gilgit-Baltistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Kashmiri people have paid rich tribute to the Pakistani martyrs and ghazis of 1965 war on Defence Day observed today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the people of held territory expressed their solidarity with Pakistan to honor the sacrifices rendered by Pakistani soldiers and citizens in 1965 war against India. This is Radio Pakistan. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has expressed the government's resolve to implement measures to strengthen economy and to increase foreign exchange reserves of the country. Chairing a meeting on information technology and telecom sectors in Islamabad today, he directed to present a comprehensive strategy to boost IT exports. He said every possible facility will be provided for the promotion of the IT sector, and all targets for the promotion of investment in this field will be achieved from the platform of Special Investment Facilitation Council. The Prime Minister further said all government services will be digitalized and a durable solution will be presented to the problems being faced by freelancers. He said provision of world-class education and skills regarding the information technology in countries' universities will be ensured. He said the government will take steps on priority basis to promote local produced high-tech goods, especially smartphones. The meeting was apprised that digitalization of all government services will help improve revenue collection, curb tax evasion, and achieve the goal of complete documentation of Pakistan's economy. It was told that the government is taking steps to ensure access to soft loans and investments for startups, which is likely to generate foreign direct investment to the tune of $1 billion in next 6 months. During the meeting, a strategy regarding provision of high-speed internet, 5G services and reforms in the telecom sector was also presented. The federal government, under the directive of the Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqar, has decided to launch crackdown across the country to control power theft. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, Minister for Energy Muhammad Ali said there are 10 distribution companies in Pakistan which are grappling with a total loss of 589 billion rupees. The minister said the government has planned a comprehensive three-pronged strategy to deal with the issue of power theft. He said under the strategy, technology interventions will be made in the areas where electricity theft is 15 to 30%. Speaking on this occasion, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki said not a single minister in the interim setup is using electricity free of cost. He said the interim setup will not take any extra constitutional step. Caretaker Interior Minister Sarfaraz Ahmed Bukti has said that upon the instructions of Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqar, a crackdown on smuggling has been launched across the country. In his tweet, the caretaker minister said that FC Balochistan North foiled an attempt to smuggle sugar to Afghanistan in a successful operation. Commander Turkish Naval Forces Admiral Ekrem Tagilo called on Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi in Islamabad today. During the meeting, matters related to regional maritime security environment and bilateral naval collaboration came under discussion. The 78th session of the UN General Assembly has officially begun at UN headquarters in New York. President of the UN General Assembly, Dennis Francis, formally opened the session with his inaugural address, urging member states to push for peace by empowering those most vulnerable. On the occasion, UN Deputy Secretary General Amina Mahmoud, speaking on behalf of UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, emphasized on action to achieve common goals and revowed commitment to peace, sustainable development, and human rights. Russia Black Sea Grain says it will consider to resume deal if restriction on export of its agriculture products are lifted. In a statement, Russian embassy in Washington blamed that the United States for its unwillingness to discuss lifting the restriction on its agriculture products. This comes in response to comments by U.S. State Department that Russia's withdrawal from the Black Sea deal has hurt communities vulnerable to food insecurity around the world. At his regular news briefing in Washington, Deputy Spokesman Vandit Patel said the United States is continuing to engage with the United Nations and Turkey to make the grain initiative possible. And in the 7th match of the Asia Cup cricket in Lahore against Bangladesh, chasing a victory target of 194, Pakistan were 8 for no loss in 1 over a short while ago. Batting first, Bangladesh were all out at 193 in 38.4 overs. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while humid in plain areas during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.